I personally feel that you should never allow anyone to define you, who you are, how in certain way you should be. Um, let me share a small story of my own life experience that I have been through, and so let me categorize it in three phases of how it has been. Very early phase of my life, I've been the best example of failure. Yes, so best example of failure, as in I never used to make good grades or make good sport or make anything good, and I was called as failure, and I have heard those sentences that do not play with her, that you will also become a failure, something like that. And the second phase of my life, when I was growing up and I was nice and I was making good grades in my college, and then I was called as a very smart person, a very smart girl, or maybe the most wanted person around, and something like that. But then there was another phase of my life when I had made my college, I had made my, I have got my degree, and I have got a job, and I'm doing good in life, and I was looked up at like a very strong person. And with these three phases of my life, so with these three phases of my life, being called as a failure, being called as a very smart woman or very strong person, let me tell you, I was none of them. And when I was called failure, I was enjoying my life to the most, like fullest. But the thing here is, do not let anybody define you, who you are, or just follow your inner voice like I did. I do not regret for being failure or being smart or being strong, being called anything, because I did it for myself, not for the voices that was coming from outside. I was being who I was, but the voices were coming from outside, that I'm this now, I'm this now, I'm this now. But I was none of them according to how categories they were trying to fit me in. I was successful and having best time when I was called failure. I was struggling with my puberty and struggling with my marks and grades when I was called smart, and struggle was immense. And when they called me strong, trust me, I was broken inside. So don't go by the judgment, or don't go by preconceived notion that they are having about you. Rather, build yourself. So I think most important thing for me is just don't let anybody define you.